The Honeywell kitchen computer, famously promoted with the slogan, "If she can only cook as well as Honeywell can compute," was a daring yet impractical effort to bring computing power into homes back in 1969. Long before personal computers became commonplace in modern life, the notion of owning a computer was perplexing to most people. The proposed answer to the question of why anyone would need a computer at home was surprisingly straightforward: to store recipes. Marketed by Neiman Marcus as part of its annual collection of extravagant and imaginative gift ideas, the Honeywell kitchen computer, formerly named the H316 pedestal model, was sold at the extraordinary price of $10,600, which in 2024 would equate to roughly $85,000. The device also weighed over 100 pounds, about 45 kilograms. Fundamentally, the kitchen computer was a 16-bit mini-computer from Honeywell's Series 16 family, based on the DDP-116 design. Its technical specifications included 4 kilobytes of magnetic memory, expandable to 16 kilobytes, and a system clock running at 2.5 megahertz. The machine required 475 watts of electricity to operate, a significant amount of power for the time. Despite these advanced features, its actual capabilities were limited. The computer could store and retrieve pre-programmed recipes, perform basic meal planning calculations, and help balance a checkbook. However, these functions were restricted by its clunky interface, which presented a major challenge for users. To interact with the device, users had to undergo a 2-week programming course to learn how to operate its toggle switches and interpret its binary light outputs. This requirement made it highly inaccessible to the average homemaker of the late 1960s, who was the target demographic for the product. In an attempt to market it as a domestic appliance, the pedestal design integrated a writing surface that doubled as a cutting board. The device was also pre-programmed with recipes curated by Helen Corbett, the renowned director of food services for Neiman Marcus. However, these efforts to make the kitchen computer seem practical and appealing ultimately fell short, and its few features couldn't justify its complexity or price. The Honeywell kitchen computer quickly became a symbol of overambition and a misunderstood concept of what early home computing could offer. There is no evidence that even a single unit of the kitchen computer was sold, though Honeywell reportedly sold fewer than 20 pedestal computers of this design outside the context of the Neiman Marcus branding. The advertising copy exemplifies the lofty and somewhat fantastical marketing approach behind the product. If she can only cook as well as Honeywell can compute, her soufflés are supreme, her meal planning a challenge. She's what the Honeywell people had in mind when they devised our kitchen computer. She'll learn to program it with a cross-reference to her favorite recipes by NM's own Helen Corbett. Then by simply pushing a few buttons, she'll obtain a complete menu organized around the entree. And if she fails at reckoning her lunch tabs, she can program it to balance the family checkbook. The price was steep, $10,600, which included a 2-week programming course. Accessories such as Helen Corbett's cookbook, loaded with over 1,000 recipes, $5, and other curated materials like the Zodiac Restaurant's recipe collection were offered as add-ons. Even a pastel-colored apron was marketed alongside the computer for $26. These embellishments added to the fantasy of the modern, tech-savvy homemaker. While the kitchen computer was a commercial failure, it marked an important milestone in the history of computing: the very first attempt to market a computer directly to consumers for home use. Despite its impracticalities, its appearance in the marketplace hinted at the possibilities of a future where computing would become an integral part of everyday life, a vision that would be realized years later with the advent of true personal computers. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel for more content. Also, don't forget to share this video with your friends. We appreciate your support. Bye.